Solving quadratic equations, word problem, involving rate and unit cost. In this case, we are talking about Gabriel who bought a certain number of magazines for $25. If the price of one magazine is X dollar, write down the expression for the number of magazines that Gabriel have bought. So for me, I actually use a kind of a proportion directly. So I know that one magazine costs me about X dollars. So if I were to have $25 and I want to find the number of magazines, I will take 25 divided by X times 1. So the number of magazines will be 25 divided by X magazines. Okay. And part B, write down an expression for the number of magazines that he can buy for the same amount of money if the price of each magazine is reduced by $2. What was the original price of the magazine? X dollar. If I'm going to reduce it now by $2, that means I subtract 2. So I will have originally one magazine. Now change to a new price will be X minus $2. And if I were to still have $25, I'm going to buy 25 over X minus 2 times 1 number of magazines. So this will be the number of magazines. Next part of the question says that if 4 more magazines can be bought at the reduced price. So let's take a look at the number of magazines that we have. The original number of magazines that we can buy is 25 over X. This is when the magazine was more expensive and hence I can get lesser number of magazines compared to after when I bought it at 25 minus X over 2. This is cheaper, so in that case I can have more magazines. How can I link this to expression such that I can have 4 more magazines? 4 more. So that means the difference is 4. How do you find the difference? We take the big minus the small. So in this case, this is bigger. So 25 over X minus 2, subtract 25 over X. And that gives us a difference of 4 magazines. Now notice in our question, they would like one expression. There's no fraction, so we will try to combine this into one single denominator. What denominator will you get? X minus 2 and X. What do I need to be multiplied? So I'll need to multiply this whole thing with X and this whole portion with X minus 2. And that will give me, please be careful, we have a subtraction over here. Okay, and we'll try to form an equation that looks like this. Take note, this is negative 25, negative 2. Expanding our fractions, denominator will be x squared minus 2x. I can expand the denominator because later I need to solve the equation. And my numerator will be 25x minus 25x. Negative 25 times negative 2 becomes plus 50 equals to 4. Now simplifying our equations, and we have fractions on both sides. What can we do? Cross multiplication. So equal sign stays in the center. Cross over 4 times x squared minus 2x. 1 crossover, simplify, I get 50. They want the equation to be equal to 0. So we will need to shift the equation and expand a little bit. And now this will become, from positive 50 become negative 50. You'll like a fraction, x to be 2, so I'm going to divide throughout the equation by 2 minus 4x negative 25, and 0 stays 0, so this is shown. Have you gotten the answer? Up next, we're going to solve the equation. Now, question here asks us to solve the equation. What happens if I cannot find the answer for my first few parts? Can I still skip to do this part of the question? Yes, I can. So in this case, I'm going to use either the formula or the factorization to solve this problem. But since they mentioned about 2 decimal places, so I'm going to use the formula straight away. What is the value for your A, B, and C? A is equals to 2, B is equals to negative 4, C is equals to negative 25. And the quadratic formula goes x equals to negative b plus or minus square root b square minus 4ac, the whole thing over 2a. So b will be the number negative 4, A will be the number 2, C is negative 25. And let us use the calculator to get our answers now. A will be 2, B is negative 4, C is negative 25. And we get the first answer to be 4.6742. Remember to give your answer in 5 feet first. And then now they want 2 decimal places, so 4.67, or the second answer, negative 2.6742, and round off to DP answer. Both of them are the answers as of now. Okay, now next part, question E asks us to hence, meaning you need to use one of the answers on top to find the solution to this problem. But question is, which x value should I take? Let's recall a little bit. X is the number of price for each dollar, for each magazine. So can price be negative? No, so we are going to use x to be 4.6742. Remember working to use 5SF? Okay, to find the number of magazines that Gabriel could have bought when they were priced at X dollars each. So number of magazines will be equals to, originally I have $25 divided by each magazine, the price of each magazine, and that gives me 25 divided by 4.6742. I have an answer of 5.3485. What am I going to do? The number of magazines that can be bought. Am I going to round up or am I going to round down? So in this case, if I round up, there will not be enough magazines, enough money to buy 6 magazines, right? So I will have only 5 magazines. That's the answer. Have you gotten your answer? In the next part, we will be exploring on other types of word problems involving area. So take a quick break and we'll come back for the next part of the lesson.